Lexus UX Review. What is it? This is the entry-level model in the Lexus range, assuming the position that was held until recently by the venerable CT200H hatchback. Of course, no one drives a hatchback anymore. It's all about the dreaded SUVs, so we get a family hatch in fancy dress. The UX was the first Lexus to go on the compact version of Toyota's wildly versatile Tonga platform, which boasts such luminous stablemates as the Sienna, Corolla, and Prius from Toyota. That shows you the flavor of the UX. It's marketed as a crossover type thing, but it feels much more car-like when you're with it. Looks a bit crazy, doesn't it? Well, this is the Lexus thing, isn't it? Unabashed Japanese style and culture as the antidote to Germany's hegemony on all things premium and the fetishization of British luxury. Styling is of course an entirely subjective appreciation, but we like the way the UX looks, certainly more chic than some of its crossover rivals and with a better blend of SUV and hatchback design cues. It's a strange phenomenon of current Lexus, however, that they can be styled so distinctively yet blend in so comprehensively on the road. What engines are there? There's not a great deal of variety in terms of powertrain here. In fact, your combustion engine options are limited to a grand selection of a 2.0-litre 4CYL 181 brake horsepower petrol engine paired up with a 107 brake horsepower e-motor, taking it in turns to power the front wheels. Higher spec cars can get a 4WD setup that has a dinky 7 brake horsepower e-motor powering the rear wheels. It won't be keeping a Defender up at night, but it's enough to keep you that bit safer in low traction scenarios. It otherwise drives reasonably well. It's got a good ride, soaking up bumps, and it fits well with the more relaxed nature of the hybrid setup. If you're looking for a B-road giggler, this isn't going to do it for you, but if you like saving money on your fuel bills, you'll get on fairly well. Excitingly, there is a fully electric option for the UX if you're feeling ready to make the swap. That's the UX 300e, which you can take a look at over here. Would it be a good family car? There's good room up front, decent enough space for 2 adults in the back, and a recent upgrade has brought much needed tech improvements. But the boot isn't particularly big, and the load space sits high up. Lexus' figure of 320 liters includes Russian doll compartments within compartments that sit under the boot floor, presumably in some of the space they could free up between hybrid gizmos. If you go for one of the higher spec 4WD versions, you'll have a mere 283 liters to play with. Drop the rear seats and that increases to a handier 1,200 liters or so of space to pile things in. How much does it cost? Prices start at £34,750 for the entry model or £42,740 if you want all-wheel drive, while there's 4 trim levels to choose between along with a multitude of optional packs, which can quickly see the price add up.